Just really quickly on the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
They're another team like Minnesota who made big trades before the season to try to give them that oomph, that championship caliber team.
Yeah.
Cleveland's kind of given us that oomph. We haven't seen it from Atlanta, though.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, too, where we're still mid-season, so you don't want to overreact, and it's their first season with that team. But I've got to say, Atlanta's been really disappointing, and Cleveland's been good in a great top half of the conference.
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like Atlanta, it might be more of the coaching staff than the players at this point, because they had that one really good run where they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then the years after that, it's been kind of and so that's why they made this trade to try to get over that hump, but it hasn't worked yet. So I feel like maybe a shakeup in the coaching staff. Maybe they need to get rid of some players because, like, John Collins is constantly in trade rumors.
They're not trading him.
Just get rid of the guy.
They're not going to.
I want them to because I don't want to hear his name in trade rumors.
It's
anymore.
every year.
There was a recent report that was like they're not going to trade him, and I don't think they should.
I don't think they should either. So keep his name out of the trade rumors. That's all I want. Like let's. I want to see a report where Atlanta's like, hey, John Collins is our guy. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, that's our three. We're going to build around, yada, yada, yada. Don't keep throwing his name in the trade rumors.
All right, guys. I got some spicy takes with the Atlanta Hawks.
Ooh, okay.
Because, yes, you look at recently what they've been, and it's not great. But you know what, guys? Dang it, I'll say it.
Whoa, say it.
I believe in the Atlanta Hawks.
Wow.
I really do. I like the roster. I do not like Nate McMillan, which most fans don't. You guys are talking like this team has been like absolutely awful. They're 6-4 in their last 10, and they're 5 of Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, who else? Hunter, Collins, and Capella. That 5 right there, statistically, before like they were all hurt, was like one of the best statistical like net rating 5s in the league, and now they're all getting back. They're getting acclimated back together. I really do believe in this team, and I think that they're going to make a push.
I don't see how high they can climb right now in the East. The nice thing is they can't really drop much further because they've got Washington, Chicago, and Indiana below them. I don't see them dropping out of the top 8. But I really don't see them going past 7, maybe 6, with New York and Miami being 7. New York 7, Miami 6.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they're a team like they did a couple years ago where they had that amazing run to the Eastern Conference Finals. But they're going to have to do that again as a very low seed to make a deep playoff run.
And here's the thing. I get the criticism, and I get the, like, I don't know if they're that great. It should not have to do anything with their players because they have a ton of talent, and we've seen that, and we've seen them play what they can do.
None of their players are bad.
It is their coach, and it is their system. They're running like an old school offense. I've actually watched like a handful of Hawks games recently, and it's just like they're not playing like the way that they should with the players that they have. They need to get up and down, fly. Like they have Trae Young on their team. And DeJounte. This team is loaded.
Well, and they have Bogdanovich coming off the bench. So it's like their guard position is so strong.
And their bigs can catch every lob that is in their vicinity.
Yeah.
Even with Okongwu. Dude, when Capella was out,
he was great.
He was awesome. It's all about the system and about their coaching. I still think with that, they could still make a push. But if you want to maximize what this team has, make a change at the head coaching position.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that change won't happen until the offseason, which as a Hawks fan, you probably don't want to hear. But stability-wise, you usually see your coach. Well, actually, that's not true. They fired Steve Nash, 10 games into the season. But I think long-term, the goal is make sure Trae Young re-signs. Make sure you've got DeJounte for a long time. But it's just going to be tough for Atlanta because Boston, Philly, Milwaukee, and Brooklyn when KD is healthy, they're just too good for Atlanta right now. Yeah. I don't see Atlanta having a chance against any of those 4 teams.
I honestly, as far as in the playoffs, but I think they can creep up to the 5 or 6 at the best 5. Yeah. And honestly, maybe they don't have a chance. I don't know, but I think about Trae Young in a playoff series now with DeJounte. If he turns up, he can win any team a game.
He can.
Anything can happen.
Oh, you're still here. Well, while you're here, why don't you give us a like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Small Ball Podcasts.